The Dylan and Jessy Show!
Fa la la, fa la 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 la. Deck the halls, it's time for a jolly. Fa la 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 la. Hi.
Hi, we're back!
Okay, oh, my throat hurts so much. Why did I not drink in between episodes? Screw it. Here we go. Should I do the... I'm gonna give him a different voice. Let me...
He has a lot of voices.
Oh, that could be his thing. He's the guy of many voices. Oh, yeah. Okay, what voice should I do now? A man. But no, I've already done that voice. Crap. I can't. I only have so many voices.
Yeah.
Can you maybe voice him? Like now the voices he has a girl's voice. I'm voicing way too many characters, let's be real here.
Okay. How should I voice him?
Just do whatever. Try doing a deep voice. You've never done that before on the channel, though.
A man.
Yeah, go. Peter Schmidt.
A man by the name of Peter Smith was reported to have been seen behind his apartment complex by an unnamed witness. He lives in your block, Lumina. Is he your neighbor? How come I don't know him?
I don't know him either.
But you're not my neighbor.
Which is the reason why I don't know him.
Gabriel?
Mommy? Kidding.
Oh, for your information, guys, this Smith person is apparently a recluse and is almost never seen outside his home. So maybe that's why Lumina? I guess so, but it still sounds weird. Anyway, is he the suspect you're talking about? Right. He is? Well...
I actually thought the old woman will be the suspect you're talking about.
The old woman?
Yeah, the woman somewhere there.
Hold on, I think I have some information on her. Willow Baker, 68 years old? She's a widow. I don't know about her relatives though.
The kids told us... wait. The kids told us they think she's a creep.
Creepy was the word they used, Gabriel.
Same.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is, Mommy.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is, Mommy.
No.
Yes.
And so, here goes the bickering. No.
Yes.
The important lead we have is dead. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Alright guys, quit it. Lumina, I'm glad that you're happy and all, but please be serious.
Happy?
And Gabriel, you're way too mature for this.
Me?
Oh, yeah?
Mature? It's me you're talking about, right?
Oops, sorry. Wasn't that...
See?
Wasn't Daniel the mature one?
I knew it! Yeah, sorry, Dad. Mommy and Dad. Maybe you two should get married.
Daniel rolled his eyes. I feel ashamed, to be honest. I know it's wrong not to take things seriously, but I can't help it. My brother is missing, yet I can still joke around and enjoy life. What a horrible sister I am.
Yeah, you are. Hey, cheer up.
He puts an arm around my shoulders.
I'm sorry, it was all my fault, okay? Daddy didn't mean you're not seriously looking for Vince.
I punch him lightly on the shoulder. Gabriel, once we find Vince, I promise I'm gonna beat you at every game we have.
Hide and seek, deck, and of course, Final Fantasy XIV Online. It wasn't a game, but sure, challenge accepted.
Yeah, if you find him... If...
No, not if. When we find him, I know we will.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Gabby.
Sure, crybaby. Mommy.
He pinches my nose as he suddenly runs away from me.
Whee!
Hey, evil!
Evil! This is Drake and Josh. I can do the moonwalk.
Children will be children.
Boys will be boys, I think
Yeah.
you mean.
Oh, Daniel.
Oh, Lumina. I'm here. So what's the big lead? I walked
Well.
all around the earth and came back here.
Well, I don't know if this is a good lead or a bad lead, but...
But...
We didn't know about this before. It's top secret and he had to do a lot of prying just to get this info.
What is it, Daniel?
He takes a deep breath before speaking again. Apparently, they found something behind Mr. Smith's complex. The night your brother disappeared. They found blood. My heartbeat stops, my breath hitches. No! It can't be my brother's. I suddenly feel lightheaded and I stagger backwards as Gabriel puts an arm around my shoulders to steady me.
Whoa, Lumina!
Dan? Is it my brother's? Is it Vince? Daniel looks away and shrugs. Oh. But who knows? Maybe it's not your brother's. Maybe it's some other person's. Or maybe it's even Mr. Smith's. Who knows?
But if it's not his...
And if it turns out to be Vincent's, for example...
He could be addicted, right?
Yeah. But right now, he's just a suspect, not even an official one. The police lack evidence.
I'm gonna put the microphone a little bit closer to you. I'm afraid it might be too far away. I'm not sure, but... Alright, wait. There we go.
I don't know what I should think. I wanted to catch that man, or whoever took my brother. But I can't. If that blood turns out to be Vince's, then that evidence could be held against the suspect. But if so, then that means something did happen to Vince. And I can't bear to think about it. I can't bear to think that something really happened to my brother.
What about the investigators? What do they think?
They have a similar thought. I suppose the forensics are working. The microphone's in the way. Working as we speak, but they can't raise suspicions yet. If it did turn out to be Mr. Smith, he could get away. Gabriel looks at me, worry evident in his eyes. He sighs and brushes a stray leg of hair from my face. Lock.
Lock.
Despite the situation, I hear my heart beat wildly at the physical contact.
You should get home, Lumina. Take a rest.
Daniel looks away and I hear the sadness in his voice. We'll be on standby, Lumina, in case something else comes up. Don't worry, we'll call you.
Hey, crybaby. You look pale and shaky. Mostly pale, but...
His arm is still around my shoulders and I lean into him for support.
Lumina, you need rest. Go home, okay?
I can't. What if...
You heard Danny. If something comes up, we'll call you. You really need to get a good long rest, Lumina. It's been a long day. Would you like me to walk you home?
No, it's okay. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're right. I need to rest. I'll be fine. Don't worry. It's obvious that he's not buying it, but please do, Gabriel. I just need you to believe me.
To be honest,
He runs his fingers through his hair.
I don't believe you. But I know you'll be fine. Please be fine.
Yes. Thank you for everything.
Have a good rest.
So, another day. Maybe we can skip
Can we
them.
maybe skip this? No, we can't.
I'm really lucky I woke up early today. At least I'll have a lot more time to search for clues. Still feeling groggy, I slowly walk towards Vince's room. The normally unmade bed is strangely neat.
I don't think we've ever seen this room before in any other route. It's interesting.
As it has been these past few days without my little brother to mess it up. I always scold him for not making his bed every morning, but right now I feel like I'd be willing to make his bed every day for the rest of his life, as long as he's right here beside me. It's been 3 days, Vince. Where are you? Please be safe. If anything happens to you, I'll never be able to forgive myself. Brushing the tears from my cheeks, I close the door to his bedroom. I immediately get dressed and head out my front door. I wonder if there are any new leads. I mean, with all those facts we found out yesterday, I'm pretty sure we're getting closer to the culprit. have to keep a clear head. I'm pretty sure Vince will be found. I'm sure.
Oh. Hey, Lumina.
Gabby?
I was on my way to your apartment. She lives in an apartment? I thought she lived in a house.
Yeah.
What? Okay, now I'm confused.
Oh, really? I was...
Let me guess, you don't have a clue where you're going.
Something like that.
Knew it! Well, if you want, we can visit those kids again. After all, we did promise them we'd come back.
That's a good idea. So, you like kids?
What?
Kids, I mean, you like them?
Those kids or kids in general?
In general.
I don't know. I don't have kid siblings.
Oh, so it was only you and Dan?
Yeah.
Well, that seems nice. I'm actually kind of envious.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm almost 18, Vince is only 10. And when we were kids, well, let's just say it was quite weird for a 6th grader to play with a preschooler.
At least you had someone to play with.
But you and Dan are the same age. He gives me an "oh really" look. Oh, silly me, of course you'll be the same age after all, you're twins. He looks away from me as if avoiding the topic.
I can't. Okay, which... it's okay. It's okay.
You don't need to tell me if you don't want to.
I have to save the game now. Turn.
But if you want to, then I'm all ears.
Daniel was really sickly when we were kids. So I was never allowed near him because he always had to rest. I always played in my favorite place back then.
Your favorite place?
Yeah, my mother's garden.
Oh, that's right, you love flowers. He nods, looking at me seriously.
And that's the reason Dan was always so sick. He's allergic to flowers. And back then, I didn't know that. One day, I was feeling lonely, so I decided to visit him in his room. I brought flowers with me, not knowing that it made him sick. My mom came in, saw me, and...
Gabby?
We're here.
What?
There we are.
He points towards a group of children currently playing on the street. But
Come on!
why didn't he finish his story? Shaking my head, I walk faster to catch up with Gabriel. Gab? One of the kids turn and see us. He smiles up at the two of us.
Oh! Good morning, miss! Mister!
Ah!
Good morning!
Gabby suddenly hands out a bag of baguettes at the children. Wait, baguettes? Where the hell did he get those?
Here you go. Those are delicious.
Fleur immediately reaches out to the bag, her big eyes twinkling.
Oh wow! Thank you so much, mister!
The two older boys grin and peek into the bag. Good old baguettes! Ah, I missed these!
Thank you, monsieur. Yeah, sure. Madame, monsieur, Fleur still keeps talking about the angel. Do you want to hear it?
Yes, please.
Fleur? Oh! You want me to tell you again about the angel?
Yes, Fleur.
The angel! With the cherubim hair and the creamy eyes?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh! I saw him the other night! Hold on. Yesterday, I noticed this too. Oh? Oh!
What?
When we were questioning Fleur yesterday, she said she saw Vincent last night. How is that possible if he disappeared 3 days ago?
That's smart.
She couldn't have seen him 2 days ago, could she? Unless...
Vince, he's somewhere near here?
We can't be sure.
Fleur, are you certain you saw my brother the other night and not 3 nights ago?
Oh! We saw a boy also with cherubim hair.
That boy with cherubim hair is the angel that you keep talking about, Fleur.
Oh, he is? Oui, Fleur. But that can't be. The angel last night has a white flowy gown, and he's singing like in the window of the toy store. Vincent was singing? And flowy white gown? How could... Oh yes, mister! I saw him behind there, but I didn't call for anyone because...
The little girl suddenly falls silent, much to our surprise.
Finally! What's wrong, Fleur? What aren't you telling us? Oh! Oh! I don't know what to say!
Fleur, tell us.
He was right behind there!
She points to one of the buildings across the road. I feel a chill go up to my spine as I realize whose house that is.
Nowhere!
You mean he was right behind the old woman's house?
That's my line, but I appreciate you reading it because my throat is hurting like...
You mean he was right behind the old woman's house?
Wee!
With the white gown, the singing, what good. Wait, what did you say earlier?
The pokey thing from Mario!
No! About the boy with the cherubim hair, remember that?
Oh! The boy I saw last night?
Oh god.
Fleur, last night? You saw him again last night? Yes! With the old woman! She was holding a pokey thing!
What?
It reminds me of that needly thing I saw on TV once!
A needle thingy? White gown? The realization hits me like a pile of bricks. Gabby suddenly moves closer to me, lowering his voice to a whisper.
Mommy, do you think it could be...
A syringe? Vince was wearing a hospital gown when Fleur saw him? And he wasn't singing, he was trying to scream? My poor brother.
That's it. Then, as the scene go back, we can report it to the police. We don't have any physical evidence, but...
We don't have any evidence. Who in the police is gonna believe a bunch of street children anyway?
I will talk to my father. Have you forgotten? Officer Laurent is in charge of this case. I'm his son, of course. He'll believe...
Gabby?
No. Forget it. We need evidence.
What? But I thought you said...
No, we can't risk it.
But how? How will we explain what Fleur saw?
I don't know, but we have to find a way to back this up somehow. Look, Fleur's just a kid. I believe her. I believe she's telling the truth. Oh, my throat. I can't do his voice anymore. I can't. You do, don't you?
I do.
Then help me find some evidence. There's a small alley at the back of Fleur could have seen your brother. From the proper angle, the sidebar seems to be a little bit visible from across the road. Besides, the road is not so wide anyway.
I take a deep breath. Alright, let's go. We cross the street to the place where Fleur apparently saw my brother. Gab and I immediately start searching the grounds, looking for anything that might serve as an evidence. It's a slim chance, but it's all we got. Do you think we'll find anything here?
It's too early to lose hope, don't you think?
You're right, sorry.
Look, I understand if you don't think you'll find anything, but let's just keep looking, okay?
Okay. Gabriel trudges to the trash can, he opens the lid and starts rummaging through the garbage.
Gross!
Wait, Gabby, what are you doing?
Is this how you get your food? Don't watch many crime dramas, do you? Like My Sims Agents.
What?
One time, when I was 15, I went with Dad to investigate a crime scene. It was a murder case.
Murder?
It was a homicide with 28 stab wounds.
He nods at me solemnly.
The suspect had the evidence in a different package, but he just threw it in the trash.
But why?
But on that day, the garbage trucks will be picking up the trash from all over the city, so... Of course, there's nobody checked the trash. A suspect will have gotten away with it.
Did you check the trash?
Of course not! But that was only 15 then, so I was still a bit clumsy. I hit the trash can and it fell over.
Really? Haha! Oh, you.
I don't regret that momentary bout of clumsiness. Not at all.
Because it helped solve the case?
No, because it made my dad proud of me. Exactly! And for once, I actually felt my dad was really proud. Oh my god, I predicted it.
I open my mouth to say something, but Gabriel suddenly looks at something inside of the trash can, visibly shocked.
But Gabriel already has his mouth open.
Gabby?
What is this?
What? I hurriedly peer into the trash can. Is that... Gabby picks up a used syringe with a dirty rag.
This could be the evidence I've been looking for.
But those are just... He briefly spreads the rag and shows me the several drops of red liquid on the rag. My blood runs cold and I feel a shiver down my spine. Gabby?
There's still something inside the syringe. If we can get it tested, we'll determine if this evidence could point to the suspects.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go! I immediately run to cross the street holding Gabby's hand.
Wait, Lamina! Mommy!
Time suddenly seems to have stopped. I can feel everything slow down. And then...
Lamina! Are you alright?
What? Was that a garbage truck? I'm fine, what happened?
You were almost hit by a truck! Please slow down. This isn't Sonic Adventure 2 City Escape.
Gabby still looks at me angrily. I trace his figure with my eyes. One of his arms is supporting my back, while his other hand is behind my head. Did you just save me? Thank you.
Shut up!
Gabriel helps me up and to my surprise, he suddenly holds my hand.
I'm holding this from now on. And no buts.
Gabby?
No buts. I'm not letting go even if you tell me to. But I won't touch your butts.
But I have no plans to tell you that. I just squeezed his hand tighter. Gab's too mad to notice though. Holding hands together, we both head towards the police station.
I need my father. I have daddy issues. Gabriel! Oh, sure. Let me just call Officer Laurent. You can wait in one of the private rooms there.
The officer leads us to an inner room inside the precinct before leaving to call Officer Laurent. Hey, are you okay? You've been switching moods ever since we got to the street earlier.
Yeah, I have mood swings. I think about my period.
Do you want to continue your story? Gabby stares at me for a long time, as if contemplating what he's going to say. But just as he opens his mouth as if to speak, the door opens and in comes Gabriel's fiery-haired father, Officer Laurent. The man looks visibly surprised as he sits at a chair across us.
Gabriel, what brought you here? Where's Danny?
Gabby sighs and rolls his eyes. I feel my heart nervously thumping all of a sudden.
Danny's fine. He's probably home. Then what are you doing here? Is he the only one allowed here?
Officer Laurent takes a deep breath, putting a palm on his forehead. He glances at me and then back to his son.
I'm not here for myself. I'm here because I'm helping Mommy find her brother. The 10-year-old boy? Yes.
The older man sighs as he pinches the bridge of his nose.
I have never... What did he mean by that? Like, did he just do it...
I don't know.
He just pinched the nose? His own nose?
His face clearly shows exhaustion and hopelessness. I brace myself for the worst.
We found nothing, son.
I feel my heavy heart drop to my stomach. Unfazed, Gabby smiles.
But we did, Father.
Officer Laurent looks up in shock. He looks as though he's suspecting that we're just playing a prank on him.
We found some leads. If we could just investigate. Son, leads are not useful for our case. We need evidence. Physical evidence. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
That a lead is exactly what you need for.
You need a lead.
I am so confused. Look, they literally have a syringe, needle,
Yeah, that's physical.
fingerprints, probably some blood, maybe other types of fluids from the body. There is so much they can investigate from that little piece of trash. What the hell does that guy mean?
That is literally a lead, and it's evidence.
Whoever wrote this had no idea what they were writing.
At
least when it came to police stuff. And those leads could lead to physical evidence. Aren't you even interested in what we found? Son, look. Wait. What? Did you find anything? Oh, he didn't know. What?
Gab glances at me and nods.
Yes, we found something.
Actually, it was all Gabby.
No, it wasn't. You helped me too, didn't you, Mommy?
Officer Laurent crosses his arms and looks at us curiously with squinted eyes. Gabriel? Gabby, oblivious to his father's reaction, just shrugs.
Anyway, we found...
He shows his father the used syringe still wrapped in the old cloth.
Is that a syringe? Yes, and it's got something inside it. There's still a few drops of it left. Where did you find that? In the trash can behind the Smith's home. It was wrapped in this. A dirty old rag? What would the rag?
The older redhead's voice
falters.
Falters as Gabby spreads the blood-splattered cloth.
Ew.
He gets up at the start, looking visibly surprised.
Blood? But why would there be?
To our surprise, Officer Laurent smiles briefly and glances at the things in Gabby's hands.
Do you think criminals will easily dispose of something like that? If they did use that for their crime, they probably won't have just thrown it so carelessly, son.
He frowns, looking deep in thought. My mind goes back to the earlier events. I think I know why...
Huh? Why? This is the... because they knew someone would take it away. Can I still save? I don't think I can. Maybe with the Q? No, I can't save. That's okay, I saved last time, we can just skip that. Because they knew someone would take it away. Alright, here you go.
Officer Laurent looks at me incredulously.
That was the final choice in the entire game for Gabriel, by the way. So we don't have to look at any guides for now. So no more gameplay. Just reading. Who would take it away?
The garbage truck? Why, Gabby? Maybe the suspect threw it out just this morning.
Wait, and knowing if the garbage truck would go and pick up the trash, they decided to throw it away. You're right. It makes sense. That means we were just in time. Maybe the garbage truck being hard earlier was making its rounds.
Exactly.
Dad, remember the case you had almost 4 years ago? The suspect threw the remaining evidence away because the garbage truck was supposed to take the trash out that day. But unfortunately, the truck driver was late that day, and in his hurry to get the evidence, he ran into me, and I fell on the trash can, toppling it over and showing the contents for the world to see. That was really clumsy of you, son. Blech. At least I helped you solve the case. And, besides, that's also what Lumina and I think. Perhaps they weren't expecting that the garbage truck would take it away, so they disposed of it so carelessly. That is a possibility. Dad, is that enough to issue a search warrant now? Well, it's not as easy as that. We have these pieces of evidence and, yes, you've got a pretty vital lead there. But a syringe and a bloody cloth doesn't always mean a crime, son. It could be that someone in the Smith's home was sick or something. But you have records of the Smiths. That will mean they're not as innocent as we'd like to believe, right? That's true. but we still don't have sufficient leads to issue a search warrant.
Dad! If I disappeared, won't you run after every lead you find? Wouldn't you go after every trail?
The red-headed man looks down, shaking his head.
No, I would not do that, son. F you. Gabby, as an officer, we have standard protocol for this, alright, son?
So you won't?
Gabby, it's not like that.
If it was Danny, you would. Huh?
Officer Laurent's eyes shoot out, looking unbelievably at the sun.
Gabriel, how could you say that? How can you think that way?
It was always Danny. You always believe his every word. But me? Why do you always doubt me?
Gabby, it's not like that.
You and Mom always like Danny more, huh?
Gabby!
When we were kids, Mom saw me putting flowers on Danny's bedside. She accused me of making my brother sick. And you punished me for a crime I didn't commit.
This is getting intense.
Yeah.
Gabby.
How come you never believe in what I say? It's always evidence this, evidence that. You never even care, even if I stay out late all night. All you want is evidence of where I've been, and all's good, huh? It's like you don't even care!
You don't understand.
Know that? I do. I do understand. Don't worry. I don't have any ill feelings for Dan. And Dad, I'm really proud of you, you know. Now I'm giving out compliments while I'm at it. You're the best dad in the world. Daddy, I know that. I'm just so sorry that I can make you proud.
Gabriel! Son!
I'm gonna show you that you can be proud of me, too. Dad, I'm gonna work in the force, just like you. The Tri-Force. I'll try my very best to make you proud. I don't have evidence that I can work just as good as you. That's something I can't provide. But please, let me do this.
It's you.
The older man suddenly stands up and approaches Gabriel, putting his hands on the younger one's shoulders.
Your shoulders. Gabriel, listen to me. I am proud of you too. I've always been proud. What kind of father wouldn't be proud of a son who's so responsible, helpful, and compassionate? I'm so happy you're trying to help in this case.
Then, how come you never believe in me?
Son, I do believe you. I've always believed you. You know why I never scold you even though you stay out late? Because I know you're a responsible young man who knows his limits. And that doesn't explain all the weird bullying you did on what the hell, this guy's crazy! But I still worry about you very much, which is why I always ask you for evidence of where you've been, who you were with, what you've done. Don't misunderstand us, alright son? Your mom and I love you, just as much as we love Daniel.
Dad.
I only hesitate now because I was still thinking of what I should do. But guess what? I'll let my men investigate first, and then if we come up with any more evidence, we'll issue a search warrant. And if you want, you can go investigate with us.
Dad. Really?
Officer Laurent nods, smiling at his son.
I'm proud that ever since you were a child, you never needed anyone to help you in your daily life. You've always had a good head on your shoulders, you know that. And you never needed anyone to babysit you or your brother, because you could always handle it. I'm sorry if you felt that way about Dan. You know he was a sickly child, right? But that doesn't mean that just because you were so busy with him, he didn't love you anymore. We love you just as much. God, this is going on forever.
Yeah. Gabriel smiles and then looks at me.
Let me end the episode already.
Dad, it's getting pretty embarrassing with Mommy around.
Don't worry, I don't mind. Officer Laurent grins and shrugs.
See? She doesn't mind.
Ha! Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
We'll arrange an investigation, alright kids?
Thank you, Officer Laurent.
I'm not a kid.
As the older redhead laughs, I see just how much Gabriel and Daniel resemble him. From the way he laughs to the way he looks like when he's serious, his sons are surely an exact replica of his younger self. I smile to myself.
Hey, let me take you home.
Oh. His father smiles and nods at me. Okay.
Dad, I'll be back soon.
Don't stay out too long. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, right, Dad. I'm gonna stay out late.
Okay, we're gonna save here.
Ah.
Next time on the thing with Mistletoes. Where is my save? Okay, so we need this one. Right? Is this November 17? Blah, blah, blah. I'll save here. I have to remember next time that we're gonna go back to this save file too, but I'm sure I'll be fine. Oh my god, we played on December 3rd last year, but it doesn't say what year it was. That's kind of confusing. Anyway, so next time on Thing of Mistletoes, we'll continue the story of Gabriel. And hopefully finish it. Well, maybe not the next episode per se. I don't think we're gonna make it next episode to the end. Maybe episode after that, I'm not sure. But yeah, see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.